friends, I hope you're doing well. Here is my video quickly that I'm going to be putting together for you on the microenvironment. Now remember, the microenvironment is everything inside the business cost control which you know you have full control over, and a big part of this is going to be your business functions. Okay, the cat wants to help, so he's going to do the project with us. But yeah, so mostly your business functions are going to be a massive part of it. Okay, now obviously the 8 business functions. The first one is procurement, sometimes called purchasing, and this is all the goods that you buy, whether it's goods for your own use, for production, whether it's raw materials, whether you're selling stock, which is goods that you are going to be reselling, then we call it stock. Don't confuse this with stock, as in what your share prices are worth. That is something a little bit different. Okay. So, obviously, who does your procurement guy work with the most? Now, where do we buy our goods from? We buy our goods from suppliers. So suppliers are obviously the most important player, yeah. Okay, if you have a bad reputation with your supplier, you are not going to get goods at the right quality that matches. This has things to do with warehousing and supply chain management, which we'll be looking at in the next slide. Supply chain management is the management of flow from raw materials into final products, and even afterwards, what you do afterwards with it in terms of your after-sale service and everything like that. So supply chain management is a big part of this industry. Okay, and as I say, there it stands again, guys. When you source your goods, you get it from suppliers. It could be raw materials, it could be stock, it could be whatever. And it needs to match the specifications that you need, and it has to be in line with market expectations, what people want. It has to be flexible, and they have to have a reputation of a proven track record, especially when you're working with perishable goods, where goods have to be constantly in and out of the business. Okay, transformation doesn't really need another thing. It is not the final stage of the supply chain, but it is an important part you have to turn into something valuable. It involves assembly, testing, inspection, packaging, whatever. Nothing too involved there. But transporting, guys, transporting is a big thing with how much it is today and how your brand name is contributed. Remember, you have to be able to distribute it. Distribution is the key word there. And it has to be robust. It has to be able to change, like we know with Durban nowadays. Because of petrol and because of what has happened in Durban, transporting goods has become more difficult, and we need to know what's going on there. Then you're after the deliveries. Do you offer checkups? Do you have a warranty? Do you give repairs? That is how you maintain your reputation, and people remember that service that you offer. Okay. Why is it important though? That thing of less wastage. If you are more efficient, you're not wasting time, money, resources, and effort, and it allows people to collaborate more. If you have that supply chain management system in place, people can collaborate very easily. Okay, know that and you'll be fine. Okay, guys, now let's talk about the balance sheet, the financial statements, your balance sheet, and your income sheet. Obviously, the balance sheet covers assets, liabilities. It tells you what your business is at a very specific moment, and especially how your assets cover the business. Whereas your income statement is focused more on your profit. How much profit are you making? Okay, so that's the main difference there. Okay, remember the thing with profitability. Any business can make profit, but profitability refers to, are you making profit based on what you've put in? 200 Rand for someone who put in 100 Rand is a lot, but 200 Rand for someone who put in 1,000 Rand is maybe not as much. Solvency is, do you have enough assets to cover your liabilities? And liquidity is, do you have enough to cover your short-term things? Like how quickly do you turn it into cash? Okay, we don't have to do that question. Remember, why do you sell on credit? It gives you a competitive edge. It builds that brand loyalty, because people are where they can go to you and your rivals are not doing it. You're also going to see an increase in sales. People who couldn't afford your goods before, if they can get credit they can get it now. Okay, you have to fund your debtors book. Remember, even if you sell on credit, you're not getting that money straight away, so you need to survive until the 30 days are up. So you need to get things in it from your own credit, invoice, overdraft, whatever. And it's always a risk, guys. You're going to have the risk of bad debt. You will always lose that bad debt if you are not careful. Okay, that is why you have a good trade courtesy policy. It gives you something to stand against, so you have a way of making sure that you get that money back. And it stands you in good stead with your bank and with your other stakeholders. If they know that you have a good trade policy, they're more likely to go into business with you and not feel that your business is too unstable. HR, as we said, is very important, guys. Human capital is one of the most important because it helps you to train staff, recruit workers, have the right people in place, maintain the laws. There's a lot of good reasons to have a good HR function. Okay, the job analysis. Job analysis tells you what the tasks and descriptions are. The description goes a little bit more into detail, and the specification tells you what skills and services will they need. Okay, why would you go internal? It reduces time, it reduces costs. You know the person knows you. It also boosts morale. They're more compatible with your business, guys. You can say what you want here. There's a lot of reasons to go internal. Okay, you can go external with online recruiting using a recruitment agency. You have walk-ins, you have user headhunter. There's a lot of different ways to use external, but why would you do it and the disadvantages? There's a table, and I do think that the table is pretty comprehensive. You're always welcome to come and ask me if you need any help with this table. Okay, so how you would select a person is you will advertise the post. You will collect the CVs and you will check the CVs for accuracy. See that someone's not saying that they're 25 when they're actually 45. Okay, and you will see who meets the criteria and you make a shortlist. You inform those that make the shortlist. You normally don't say anything to the others. You say if you do not hear from us, it means you are unsuccessful. Then you obviously do your interviews and you do your background checks, you do your criminal checks, and you make sure that you've now gone through them. Sometimes I do other tests as well, and then you find the best possible candidate and you offer them the position, which they will sign the contract, which has the ID, place of residential address, whole kinds of different things. Okay, then the last one is marketing. Obviously you want to market your good. Now you can decide if you want to go market orientated. There you look at who you're marketing to a specific group of people. Your product's not changing, but you might change the market you go for. Checkers and ShopRite have done it now. ShopRite now has ShopRite Save. They haven't changed their products and everything. They've reduced it and they're looking now, instead of looking at the middle market, they're looking at the lower market. Okay, whereas product oriented is more what someone like Apple does. Every year they adapt their product, they change it, and that's what they market. Guys, you always start with market research, then you set your promotions, then they sell it, then you have to work with a logistics company, and then you eventually sell. So a cycle that works, and I think it makes relatively sense there. Why do you do it? You do it to develop a competitive advantage, to develop new products, to identify a new market. And you focus on things like, what are people's lifestyles? Are they looking for income? Do you focus on convenience or do you focus on quality? Every company has something. Okay. They call this the 4 P's of marketing, or the marketing mix. Okay. Product refers to the functionality of the product. What does your brand look like? Do you have certain packages? What does your service look like? Everything like that. Price is, do you use penetration pricing? Do you use bundling? Do you use discount? Do you use a list price? Do you have sales? Whatever. Okay. Promotion is the thing you use. Do you use publicity? Do you use advertising? Have you got a big sales force? How's your word of mouth looking? And the most important or difficult one is place. Place refers to which channels do you use to get how do you get your goods to the customer? Which channels are you using? Okay. Now, I won't stress too much about this page. I'm pretty sure this page is pretty much self-explanatory. Okay. This one is, however, very important. A brand is a product, service, or concept that is publicly distinguished from other products. That's distinguished and can be easily marketed. Like I said, if you see a red bottle, you think Coke. That is a brand. Apple is white or black. Okay. They don't do colors in general. So you need to decide, because if you have it, you can be cost effective, you can change the design, anything grants you a competitive advantage, but you still have to satisfy a need to be relevant. Okay. Every product goes through this thing where there's an idea, you have to come up with the idea, you have to come up with a product that can suit that idea, you create a prototype, you design the prototype, you test the prototype, you sell the prototype. Okay, it's just how every product is developed. You can look through this thing if you really want to. And no product lasts forever. Normally you have an introduction where it struggles, where you reach a growth phase, and it eventually reaches maturity. That is why marketing changes and products change every couple of years. When a product reaches its maturity and you don't want it to decline, you have to continue being innovative, and that's what competition does. These products become sold because other products are being made that substitute them. Do you guys see? You bring in Porter here. Okay. Guys, we'll talk about linking things together at the end of next week. Okay, but I hope that this helps, and enjoy your studying.